Good morning, awesome authors. We are going to continue our personal narrative unit this week in writing. And remember, your personal narrative is a story written about yourself. So we're going to read a story today and do a little brainstorming about interesting events that have happened to you. And you'll hear some funny things that have happened to me too. And then we'll start writing. So today we're going to hear Jabari Jumps by Gia Cornwell. See, how do you think he's feeling right there? I bet you have a pretty good guess. Jabari Jumps. And this is a story, a small moment story about Jabari jumping. It's a big book. Okay. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. A big book. I gotta make sure you see it all. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons, passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Maybe he's a little scared. Jabari watched the other kids climb the long ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge. They spread their arms and bent their knees and sprang up, up, up. And then they dove down, down, down. Splash! Looks easy, said Jabari. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. He was a little nervous. There's that tall diving board. We don't really have those here in Florida. I had one when I was growing up. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder and he looked up. You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do. And Jabari thought and thought. Do you think really that's what he was doing? Or was he just scared and kind of backing out? I think he was a little scared. Jabari started to climb up, up. The ladder is very tall, he thought. You okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari. Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. So this is all about his moment of the diving board. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching is very important, said his dad. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board together. Would you be afraid to jump? Are you scared of heights? It's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and tell myself I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise. Well, Jabari loves surprises. There's another little boy flying off. Jabari took a deep breath. Does anybody do that when they try to calm down at home? And felt his body fill up from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. Jabari looked up. He began to climb. Up and up and up and up. Until he got to the top. Jabari stood up straight. He walked all the way to the end of the board. What do you think? His toes curled around the rough edge. So they're like, kind of like curling around. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. And then he sprang up off the board. flying. Yes, he did it. I like how this author is giving us all these wonderful details just for that one small moment of jumping off the diving board. That's what you want to do. Jabari hit the water with a splash. It's a great book to show how you can take one small moment and really stretch it out with all the details. Down, down, down he went. And then back up. Whoosh. Well, that little boy is having a good old time, isn't he? He is having a great time, and he probably feels very proud of himself. Jabari, you did it, said his dad. Yes, I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper. And you know what? What, said his dad. What's he gonna say? Surprise double backflip is next. Dun, dun, dun. I don't think so, but it's pretty cool. He has a lot of confidence now, right? He did it once. He got through his nerves and got through being scared, and he tried it, and then he loved it at the end, and he wants to do a double backflip. Pretty good, Jabari. So the point of that story is to show how we can take a small moment and give it lots of juicy details and really stretch it out. So that's what we're going to brainstorm next is some interesting events that have happened in your life. What do you think the author is trying to teach us with this story? Not just about Jabari and him learning how to jump. Do you think maybe the author's trying to teach us to not give up? That's called perseverance. Perseverance means you keep trying even though it's difficult. So what you're going to need next is your writing notebook and a pencil, and we're going to brainstorm together.